for Steve. Last game of the Pac-12.
Can't even the Pac-12 guy.
I know it can't even.
You got to be honest. You got to get that to 3-1.
Got to get 3-1.
Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
If you win, it carries over to next year.
Who's got it better than this? Harbaugh's having a great year. Ravens the 1 seed in the AFC. Michigan could be national champions. John Harbaugh's supposed to be in the building tonight. Receivers, they say, but it's sort of more like takers. Nickname explains everything they do to try to keep everybody on their toes.
The takers is what we call the wideout group here at the University of Washington.
If you want to be a taker, you have to have a dog mentality. Every time they catch the ball, they're going to have a little attitude. So they're going to stomp on you, and they're going to bark at you as they're stomping on you as well.
Who do you pass out first? I think the duck holds it this.
All right, you about ready to get out? What's this? Hospital bill for $1,000? Did this guy just say Gap?
He's talking about expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
But with Aflac, you can get money to help close that gap.
Aflac, huh? Okay.
Oh, does one go zero?
Get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Official sponsor of ESPN College Game Day.
You want to race?
For real?
This winter, Jeep 4xe lets you choose your adventure. Choose electric mode and bring on even more capability and efficiency. Or choose gas mode and tackle the elements with extended range. And 4xe's in your choice of our most capable Jeep Wrangler ever, or our most awarded SUV ever. Make it the year of your adventure in Jeep 4xe.
Shopping online comes with digital threats, so turn on NordVPN. Steer clear of phishing websites and encrypt your online traffic. Get the deal now.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway. Like the new Deli Heroes. Buy 1 footlong in the app, get 1 free.
Pretty big deal.
Kinda like me. Order in the Subway app today.
At over $4 a blade, shaving every day gets expensive. Harry's 5-blade razor offers me a close, comfortable shave. Best part, refills are as low as $2 each, half of what I paid before.
Go to harrys.com/shave to claim your $7 trial.
Hello, world. I want to tell you a little bit about what this puppy feels like, because it is amazing. It feels like thousands of little thumbs just kneading dough, kneading the muscles. Feels amazing. You can either use it on your legs or put it in the hands-free stand and massage your feet, quads, calves, hammies. You need to check it out. The RPM by Chirp. Go get one today. You heard it here first. Don't do it if you get it.
I got this KitchenAid stand mixer for only $56.
DealDash.com. Online auctions since 2009. This PlayStation 5 sold for only 50 cents. This iPad Pro sold for less than $34. Go to DealDash.com and see how much you can save.
And here is our countdown cam powered by AT&T 5G, giving us a live look inside the concourse deck here at NRG Stadium.
I walked in here with him in. A little bit more energy than that. I don't know what that was.
Looked like he was all staged there.
It's like you sauntering through a mall. It takes you a while to get there. It takes you a while to get anywhere against that Michigan defense. They lead the nation in total defense, scoring defense. They forced 3 and out at a 47% clip. That too leads the nation. Wolverines have proven it against an elite receiver, handling Marvin Harrison Jr. as well as anybody can possibly handle it. Said they hadn't seen a quarterback like Jalen Milroe. Well, they stuffed him and took care of that. But both of those offenses had significant warts, and you can't find a blemish anywhere on this Washington attack. They've got a transcendent quarterback, a luxury fleet of receivers, a top-notch offensive line. But Michigan certainly hasn't seen anything like Washington. Maybe Washington hasn't seen anything like this Michigan defense either.
It's number 1 Michigan, number 2 Washington in the national championship game.
It's going to be a great matchup.
What other way would you want it? Number 1 defense, number 1 offense in the country.
Penix goes for the end zone.
Jalen McMillan!
Jalen pulled. Roll McDute.
for us to go against that offense. A great quarterback as well as a receiver core that's dynamic.
All of their receivers are electric fast. That's probably what pops off first, speed.
They have elite ball skills. They track the deep ball and go up and make plays better than anybody we've played against.
We were all here for this.
Michigan's defense has very few weaknesses.
They're good. They're a tough defense. They do a lot of great things on that side of the ball.
They're, physical. They're really dialed in, very athletic team. Know where they need to be when they need to be there.
And try to impose their will on you. A lot of times they can cut it loose and come after you and attack the way they'd like to.
We believe that nobody can beat us but us. So we're going to go out there with him, make sure that we leave it all out on the field come Monday.
To see this high-powered Washington offense, top 10 in the country in scoring, top 10 in yards per game, the 20-yard plays, that's been the biggest thing that you can find. And they lead the nation in passing yardage. They don't play fast necessarily. Shifts, motions, do a lot of different things to try to create the matchups that they want, and most of it centers around the accuracy of their quarterback.
Yeah, they have a plethora of weapons, and the quarterback has the football IQ to be able to handle it all. And they're able to get the rock to numerous guys. 3 guys at one point during the season average over 100 yards a game. McMillan then gets injured, misses a few games. The 2 other guys, Polk and Odunze, have over 1,000 yards. It is phenomenal. And it's the reason why a lot of NFL GMs are saying, wait a second, is Michael Penix maybe one of the top 3 guys to go into the NFL? Because what he does with the football is stupendous. Let's look at some film, shall we?
We shall.
Michael Penix Jr. is world-renowned with his accuracy of a football. He can literally put it in a keyhole. Luke Littler, the British dart player, is fantastic. But Michael Penix could put that thing into any bullseye anytime he had to. Some people are born with it. Some people have to work for it. Penix has had this since birth. And how about decision-making? Obviously, Kalen DeBoer puts a lot on his plate with Grubb, who's been together since Sioux Falls football. He throws that ball before the wide receiver even turned his head. That's anticipating a throw, throwing to a spot that only you guys can get it.
It's ridiculous.
And then how about his anticipation? He's reading both these safeties. Where are you going? What are you thinking? Who's my best option? Boom! Seam route, dot, splits the safeties now. So you have to have an absolute cannon to be able to do that. It's as if he ran down the field and placed it 30 yards. And how about his ability to move? Now, 89% of his completions are from within the pocket, but 2 ACLs, they're better than ever. Shout out to modern medicine. And this dude's phenomenal. And I love how he has had his face covered literally all day today.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means or how it means.
Just like a ninja.
I think so. Michael Penix. Well, I didn't want to get a Reese Davis situation. But Michael Penix.
You guys going back there again? Really?
Michael Penix, when the lights are brightest, plays his best football. Dan Lanning said that, and that's 100% true.
I got a chance to sit down and talk to Michael earlier this season. Very impressive young man. And when I spoke to his offensive coordinator, Coach Grubb said that when he throws the ball, it's like he's actually steering his receivers with the pass. I've never heard it spoken like that before, but it made perfect sense. He's not just accurate, guys. He takes the receivers exactly where he wants them with the ball. You hear about some quarterbacks, they try to protect the receiver. They may throw it low so he doesn't take a big shot. That's what Michael does. He throws the ball where these guys can catch it. And the second thing that's so impressive about him, Kurt, is he throws a very catchable ball. That's why Rome Odunze, when you watch Uno, when he catches the ball, he's great after the catch, too. They can run after the catch because he throws them catchable passes.
It's funny you bring that up because Jesse Minter, of all the things he's talking about, the defense coordinator from Michigan, and one of the biggest things he said is taking away the yards after the catch because of the accuracy and then what they can do when they're in sync. It's very, very dangerous. I watched that Rose Bowl game, and we all marveled at Jesse Minter and the sophistication of what they do with their defense and how they show you one thing and go to another. Now, I don't know if they're going to blitz as much as they did against Alabama. I think that fit Jalen Milroe. But the point is, they don't just bring 6, right? They bring it with some movement. They affect the communication, and eventually they create one-on-one opportunities, and someone's going to win. Last week, the goal was to keep number 4, who's mobile, in the pocket. Here now they bring 4 strong. Those 2 guys in the interior, they know they're basically using themselves to take away blockers, to open up, create one-on-one with St. Estrella and company. Looks like Derek Moore can be able to get home. This is the inside. Mason Graham. This is an overtime. This is my biggest concern for Washington. 55 in the middle against Parker Brailsford, who's only 275 pounds as a center, and then the length at the two guards. And this I threw in there because of what Des just said. Here's an accurate throw. Okay, now we got to make a tackle. They're going to be out in space. Big emphasis all week is being able to wrap up and make plays. Now, the other thing I'll throw to you, LC, is Washington has had a great year on the big play. We just saw in your tape the big play. Michigan has had a great year at not allowing the big play, and they want to make, they try to force Penix to be patient. It's much easier said than done, but they want to keep a roof on the top of that defense.
Washington's pass offense is the closest to the NFL I've seen in college in years.
Yep.
And I'm going to talk about a couple of guys that nobody else is talking about.
Okay.
One, tight end, Jack Westover. 6'3", 245, and really gets his ball in clutches. And he scored 3 touchdowns against Michigan State. And then the wide